So on the surface, it seems like Captain America Brave New World might be a step in the right direction for the MCU, with a focus on more of a grounded story this time around that gives off the vibe of a 90s political thriller, as well as the inclusion of the legendary Harrison Ford. But unfortunately, I'd say this really didn't do much more beyond that surface. Considering their recent output, while this is far from the most poorly made of the MCU projects, this also isn't anything we haven't seen before. The story of brainwashed super soldiers who aren't aware of their own actions is literally the plot of Captain America the Winter Soldier, complete with the new Cap getting help from the new Falcon as well as another agent. But this time around, while the MCU movies were always hit and miss in terms of any sort of meaningful character exploration, everyone here felt completely one dimensional, leading this to not really distinguish itself too much from Winter Soldier outside of swapping out the characters. It's all spectacle here, and while it doesn't look the worst outside of some scenes where there was more of a made for TV vibe, it all felt hollow. The performances all around were good, with Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford attempting to bring some emotion to their respective characters, but outside of some general musings about Sam not feeling like he's living up to the Captain America title, which again we've already seen, there's really not much of an arc for most of these characters. There's a fun camaraderie between Mackie and Danny Ramirez as the new Falcon, but that buddy element is sidelined halfway through the film and never replaced with any other dynamic that could possibly match that. We also get to see some characters from The Incredible Hulk who literally have not been seen since that 2008 film. Unfortunately, their appearances mostly go to waste just playing out stock character types, and the same goes for Giancarlo Esposito as a Gus Fring-like self-serious assassin who serves as the secondary antagonist. Only thing I can say for the return of Tim Blake Nelson as Samuel Stearns was at least his new look was mostly done via practical effects, so it already gives this an advantage over most of the recent MCU films visually, and at least the CGI here also doesn't feel so atrocious as some of the last few films did. But overall, while this isn't the worst MCU project and it doesn't do anything egregiously wrong and it can occasionally be entertaining, it's just also all spectacle with very little heart, and in the end, I felt next to nothing.